Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Arithmetic, lesson 142. Today, we're going to start off with some conversion questions. We have 5 years minus 24 months equals how many years? So remember, the first thing you're going to do is take your answer and make all of the rest of the problems with that same answer. So they're asking for the answer to be in years. So everything changes to years. And we already have 5 years, so we can fill that in. Now we're gonna put a box around 24 months and how many years. And then we're going to do our steps. Our first step is to find out if it's going from smaller to larger or larger to smaller. We know that months is smaller than years, so we're going from smaller to larger. We know that when we go from smaller to larger, we need to divide, and then we need to find our special number. Our special number is how many of the smaller ones are in one of the larger ones. So how many months in a year? 12. So our special number is 12. And then we do the work. We need to take the number that's already in there, 24. We need to divide it by our special number, 12, and our answer should be 2. Now, that's not the answer to the question. That's just the answer to the number we put in the box. So you put the number 2 in the box. We take 5 years minus 2 years equals, good, 3 years. And then we put it on top as well. Okay. Let's do one more for practice. We have 3 hours plus 25 minutes equals how many minutes? So they're asking us for the answer to be in minutes. We change everything to minutes, and then we fill in the one that's already minutes. We are left with finding out how many minutes are in 3 hours. Okay, let's go ahead and find out how many minutes are in 3 hours. We need our steps. Are we going from smaller to larger or larger to smaller? We're going from larger to smaller. There's 60 minutes in an hour. Therefore, we're going to multiply our 60 times the 3 hours, giving us 180 minutes. When we put that number in our equation, we have 180 minutes plus 25 minutes equals 205 minutes. Very good. And then we put it in the last box. Excellent. The next thing we're going to do is talk about something called averaging. Did you ever wonder why there was just one grade on your report card, even though you've taken many, many tests? Maybe let's talk about spelling. You've taken a spelling test every week, but on your report card for spelling, you only get 1 grade. How could this be? Or your arithmetic test, you take a test every week. Well, what we do is actually, let's talk a little bit about, we can also find averaging in temperatures. If you ever watch the news, they say over the month of April, the average temperature is 69 degrees, okay? That doesn't mean that every single day the temperature was 69 degrees. That means that they have taken an average, okay? The average is the middle value of those group of numbers. So if I took all of your spelling tests and then I found the average, I would go ahead and get that special number. I'm going to show you today how to find that average number. To find the average number of a group of numbers, we need to add the numbers together. So it would look like this: 94 plus 97 plus 85. Each one of those are called add-ins. When we add them together, we get 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 9 is 19, plus 8 is 27. We have 276. When we divide the sum, which was the answer, 276, we divide it by the number of add-ins. Look at those add-ins. We have 1, 2, 3 add-ins. So we're going to divide by 3. When we do that, we take 276, we divide it by 3. Okay, how this is going to be easy. You've been doing division for a while. You take 3 into 27, you get 9. 9 times 3 is 27. When you multiply 9 times 3 times equals 27, you minus 27 from 27, you get 0. And then you can compare. 0 is less than 3, so you bring down. When you bring down that 6 minus, then you multiply and you get 6 3 times 2 equals 6, and then you subtract 6 minus 6 equals 0. So your average number is 92. Okay, that's not too bad. If you have 94, 97, 85 on all your scores, you're going to get a 92 average. That's the middle number. The quotient, which is their answer to your division problem, is considered your average. This is the chart you would see if you were here in school. So I put it up there for you. Again, when you add the numbers, you divide by the sum of the number, divide the sum, which was the answer, and by the number of add-ins, and then the quotient, which was the answer, is your final average. Let's do another one. 77 plus 63 plus 49. We're going to add them up. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. Carry the 1. 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 6, 14 plus 4, 18. Very good. Now, that's our answer. That's the sum, right? When we take the sum and divide it by the number of add-ins, how many add-ins? 1, 2, 3. We're going to divide 189 divided by 3. Here we go. So 1 divided by 3 you can't do, but 18 divided by 3 you can do. So you put the 6 above the 18. 6 times 3 is 18. You subtract and you get 0. You compare, 0 is less than 3, so you bring down the 9. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. And you put 3 times 3 is 9. When you subtract, you get 0. And your answer will be 63. So that's how you get the average, boys and girls. Okay, we're going to do on your worksheet, you have page 283. I just picked a few out of your worksheet, but you are doing the whole worksheet. These are number 4 and 5. We're going to divide and check, and then we're going to do some greater than or equal to. Okay, let's divide 8,402 divided by 7. 8 divided by 7 equals 1. 1 times 7 equals 7. 8 minus 7 equals 1. 1 is less than 7, so you compare and bring down.
Victoria's on the way.
When you bring down the 4, you have 14 divided by 7 equals 2, and 2 times 7 equals 14. Very good. 14 minus 14 equals 0. Now you bring down the 0. Now, 0 divided by 7 equals 0. You must put that 0. Now, you can bring down the 2. 2 divided by 7 equals 0. Very good. And now you have a remainder because you have leftover. 2 cannot be divided by 7. You have a leftover of 2. That is called your remainder. When you do check, you need to multiply. You take the 1,200, which was your answer, multiply it by 7. When you do that, 0 times 7 is 0. 0 times 7 is 0. 2 times 7 is 14. Put down the 4, carry the 1, and 7 times 1 is 7 plus 1 is 8. Now, but 8,400 is not the same as 8,402. But we forgot to add in our remainder. When you add in the remainder, you should get the same exact number. Okay? Number 5 says use greater than, less than, or equal to in the blanks. 23 is greater than, less than, or equal to XXIII. How much is XXIII? X is 10, X is 10, and I's are 1. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 3 equals 23. So they should be equal. Very good. 1/2 of 12. We did this last week. What is 1/2 of 12? 6. Excellent. And what is 1/4 of 12? Think about it. You're going to divide 12 by 4. 3. Very good. So 6 is greater than, less than, or equal to 3. Good job. It's greater than. 1/4 and 3/4. Excellent. 3/4 is greater. So 1/4 is less than 3/4. Remember, you can always use your trick about the alligator eating the bigger number. Wherever the bigger number is, the alligator eats it. And then you can read the sentence, 1/4 is less than 3/4. 2/5 and 2/7. Remember what I told you last week. The greater the denominator, the smaller the piece. So which one is greater? 2/5. The alligator is going to eat that bigger number. So the symbol should be greater than. 2/5 is greater than 2/7. Excellent. And 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Good, they are equal. They're both the boiling points of water. Excellent job. Have a great day, boys and girls.